Alright guys, here we are back again. I don't know why I said that. Hello everybody, welcome back to Prom Date. That's what it's called, right? It's prom something. I think it was most definitely Prom Date something. I'm not an asshole, you are. Leave me alone! Where are we going? Is that the library? Locked. No, we came out of the library. Wait, how do I get back into the school? I need to go visit our bud in the literature room. He is this way? Nope. Down here. And then this way? No. Down again. Some more down. So like I said, simmer down. Hi, Jada. Damn it. One too far. There you go. Hey, bud. Oh, there you are, Kyle. I was worried you wouldn't show up. Sorry, got distracted. Anyway, lover boy, I assume you have your choice of lovely young ladies ready for me? That's so weird. Sorry, I burped. I guess it's not unlike using Tinder, though, where you just, like, swipe. How do you... Which way do the swiping? I don't know. Yeah, sure, you could say that. Really? Well, don't keep me waiting, man. Let's hear them. I definitely like Neela best. Let's see. Neela, Maggie, and Brooke. That's quite the motley crew. I had no idea your tastes in women were so diverse. And? Is that supposed to be a bad thing? No, it's fantastic. I just thought it was funny, that's all. In any case, you're in luck. Last I checked, none of them have a date from prom yet. Or any date, for that matter. Whoa, really? Wait, how do you even know that anyway? My super sleuthing journalistic skills, of course. More like super creepy stalker skills. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could call it that too. All joking aside though, I'm proud of you for going through with this, Kyle. You already look twice as confident and half as mopey. Really? You think so? I know so. It's all about the willpower, bro. The courage to suck it up and take the plunge. Anyway, I'll be able to give you a full scoop on these girls as soon as I can go home and look at my notes. Keep notes on people? That's fucking weird. Hold on, you have notes? Yeah, what the fuck? On near every student at St. Giles, even you, Kyle. That's weird. Of course you do. I should have known. Hey, don't be hating. You'll be thanking me later with my notes when my notes help you land your dream date. I'll bring them by you first thing in the morning. Don't get cold feet before then, alright? Alright, I'll try not to. You've got a weird way of going about it, but you're a good friend, Randy. Thanks. Don't worry about it. See you tomorrow, Kyle. There was... Whew, that's over with. Guess tomorrow is when we'll be planning our next move. Or rather, my next move. For now, though, I should start heading home. As for the girls, I guess I'll just have to sleep on it to, like, pick one, huh? I know who I'm picking. I already know. Ha 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 ha. Off we go. I'm not stopping to talk to anyone. There's no reason. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Huh? Are they talking to me? Ooh. I'm so sorry to bother you. You aren't in a hurry, right? No, of course not. Oh, wonderful. I could really use your help. My name is Claire. I just transferred to St. Giles not long ago, and I still don't quite know my way around yet. Would you be so kind as to give me directions to the chemistry lab? I had borrowed a book from Dr. Larry to study over the lunch break, and nearly left campus before I could give it back to him. Silly me. Sure, no problem. You're gonna want to take the stairs to the second floor and turn right. It'll be the second classroom on your left. Oh yes, now I remember. Thank you so much, Mr. Oh, it's Kyle. Kyle Mason. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kyle. I know it's nearly the end of the year, but I hope we can talk more often before then. Well, I don't mean to hold you up on your way home. Be safe, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, Okay. Who are you? As far as I know, there's only 3 love interests. Transfer student? I don't remember hearing about any transfer students. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. She seems polite, at least. In any case, last bell's about to ring. I bet I could get away with it if I went home ahead and left. Are you ready to leave the school for the day? Yeah. I can't imagine there's anything to do, besides talk to NPCs. Finally time to turn my brain off for the day and head home. Not too far from campus, however, I run into Brooke again. She's in a hurry for some after-school appointment, but she stops long enough to remind me of our study session tomorrow. And then she winks at me? Hold on, did I see that right? And here I was, thinking she'd be way out of my league. Maybe she likes my company more than I thought she did. Good for you, bud. In any case, I've definitely got my work cut out for me tomorrow. Maggie, Neela, and Brooke? I wonder if I can even keep up with all of them. Pick one! Don't keep up with all of them. That's fucking weird and douchey. Lunchtime on day 2. I'm ready. I'm ready. Gonna go have some snacks with Neela. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Hey, bud. Ah, there you are, Kyle. You look like you're in a swell mood. How'd you sleep last night? Better? Yeah. Really? Good to hear. You see, Kyle? My little intervention is helping you already. Sure. If you say so, Randy. Oh, I know so. Anyway, sorry that I missed you this morning. I was busy with the yearbook, you see. Not only that, but I was also getting a little something special ready for you. And here it is. Ta-da! Is it my notes on me? Average, down to earth, seriously indecisive. Wow. Plans? Law school. Radical. Kyle transferred to St. Giles Academy at the beginning of the year, but somehow he managed to become pretty popular despite his low-key personality. The fact that he's got a cute face and is a pretty nice guy who doesn't like to get involved with drama probably has a lot to do with that. Kyle's mother is the author of the best-selling young adult novel series Eternal Blood, which is currently being adapted to the big screen. Personally, he's not a fan. Vampires really aren't his thing. But he supports her anyway, especially since the novel's runaway success helped fund his elite private school education. Rumor has it that Kyle's still reeling from a bad breakup at his old school. Of course, he's going to have to get over it if he wants to find himself a prom date this year. Okay. I want to know more about that breakup. I want to know what's happening, you know? Well, what do you think? Wow, Randy, that's really creepy. Hey, come on. I'm trying to help you out here. It's not like I'm taking notes so I can kill people in their sleep. Or that may not have been the best way to word it, but you know what I mean. I'm not doing anything shady with these. You know me better than that. Anyway, that's just an example I put together so you can see what they look like. What you're really going to want to see is the info I've gotten those 3 girls you asked about. I think you'll find it extremely useful in your quest to score a prom date. Hehe. Quest? What do you think this is, a video game? Jeez, learn to take a joke. You know you're still nervous about this, but everything's gonna work out fine in the end. Trust me. Well, it's lunchtime. Let me go. I'm gonna go hang out with Neela. Oh, that's the lunch bell, isn't it? Don't you have an appointment you have to make? Yeah. Oh, crud, that's right. I promised Neela I'd meet her on lunch. And Maggie. And Brooke, too. For real? All of them? Wow, you really got yourself in deep, didn't you? Well, I'm saying this as your friend, but if you ask me, I don't think you'll have time to keep your promise to all 3 of them. I know you're not the kind of guy who'd stand a girl up on purpose, but in this case, you just might have to. Well, you're the one who told me to pick 3 of them. I didn't say to set up dates with all 3 of them. That's on you, bro. Yeah, he could have just, like, spaced it out. Like, eat with Neela, play with Maggie, and then after school, go meet Brooke. They're not dates. Just because I'm hanging out with them doesn't mean... You know what? Forget it. You're right. I made this bed, so I guess I'll have to lie in it. Hey, don't sweat it too much. You're just gonna have to prioritize, that's all. You can use my notes to help make a decision if you need to. Just let me know whenever. You'll know where to find me. Good luck, my man. Bio notes for Kyle, Randy, Neela, Maggie, and Brooke are now available. Talk to Randy in the English room to read them. I want to do that. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Need something? Ask about the notes. You want to look at my notes? Sure thing, dude. Whose notes do you want to read? Yours. Grade 11. Oh, really? Enthusiastic, loyal, awesome, a journalism degree, your resident yearbook club president, and go-to info guy. Need a scoop on the latest drama at St. Giles Academy? Need to know who's single and who's ready to mingle? Or maybe just need to know what's on the lunch menu today. Randy Goodwin's your man for all of it and more. But seriously, I guess if I had to describe myself in one word, it'd be nosy. I've always had a bad habit of obsessive note-taking and eavesdropping. But in my defense, I only use that information for good, never evil, most of the time. In any case, if you ever need any information or advice on the shoulder, or just a shoulder to cry on, come talk to me. I'll try to help out in any way I can. Anyone else's notes you'd like to see? Yeah. Let's do Neela's. 11th grade. Innocent, playful, and nurturing. I love that! Culinary school. Neela's been attending St. Giles since her freshman year. She's known for her large glasses, cute, girlish giggle, and her homemade lunches, full of culinary delights from all over the world. Everyone likes her for her rosy personality, and those who don't are usually just jealous of her cooking and baking skills. Her almond cookies, made from her grandmother's secret recipe, are always a huge hit at school bake sales. And they're vegetarian, too. Neela's mother is a top neurosurgeon in the city, and her father is a successful real estate salesman, both locally and abroad. However, despite her parents' successes, her own ambitions are relatively humble. Her dream is to open her own restaurant one day and introduce her grandmother's home cooking to a wider audience. The way she sees it, doing what one loves is far more important than fame or fortune. Aww, that'd be nice. I'll open a restaurant with you. We could open it together. Surprisingly, no one asked her out to prom yet. Shame, really. She's just too cute not to ask. Anyone else's notes you like to see? Yeah, let's just look at them all. Why not? Maggie. Okay. Brash, tomboyish, good sense of humor. State University basketball team. Renowned ass-kicking queen of the St. Giles Hinds. Maggie's sarcastic, no-nonsense attitude and her recent championship wins for the newly formed co-ed basketball team have made her into something of a school heroine. In fact, despite her history of poor grades, she was just recently awarded a basketball scholarship from a local state university, a fact she's obviously proud of if her constant bragging was any indication. Though she's very much a rough-around-the-edges type of girl, Maggie's classmates say that she's really very friendly once you get to know her. She's even has a soft spot for stuffed toys. Ooh, me too, can you tell? You can see Fern, the alligator, in the background today. In fact, she'll deny until she's red in the face. Gotta keep that tough girl image alive somehow, right? Speaking of which, a teddy bear sounds like a good way to ask her to prom. If you think you can handle her, that is. And let's look at Brooks. Plans was Yale. Cool, intelligent, and ambitious. A strong contender for valedictorian, Brooke is known as one of the smartest students at St. Giles, not to mention one of the most beautiful. Such a combination would normally intimidate her fellow students, but her charisma, level-headedness, and leadership skills make her a top pick for group projects and sporting events. She even offers tutoring for struggling students in her spare time. Her father is the Senator Edgar O'Keefe, known for his ruthless electoral campaigns and harsh criticism towards his rivals and contemporaries. And, as it turns out, ambition runs in the family. Recently, Brooke has begun cramming almost non-stop for finals in an attempt to improve her chances of getting into her dream school, Yale, which also happens to be the alma mater of many U.S. presidents. Coincidence? Whatever her plans are, it's pretty clear she could use a break from all that studying. Maybe an invitation to prom would give her an excuse to relax. Anyone else's notes you'd like to see? No. Alrighty then, let me know if you need anything else. Alright, let's go find Neela. She's in the lunchroom, which is, good question. This way? And then it's over here, I believe. Library and dining hall. This should be the dining hall. Neela, Dogo, there you are. Hi, cutie. Oh, hi, Kyle. I'm so glad you made it. Why don't you take a seat? I'll show you what I brought for lunch today. Okay, sure. Great. I hope you like it. Well, here it is. I woke up extra early to make it fresh for you. Ta-da! What is? Oh, wow. This looks delicious. There's pasta and vegetables, and what else is in it? Oh, nothing special. Butter, cream, Parmesan cheese. It's called pasta primavera. It's very rich and filling, even without any meat in it. Here, try some. Say, ah. Ah? Cute. Well, how do you like it? Chicken nuggets, man. Oh, it's great. Really? Oh, I'm so glad. Look at her, she's so cute. To be honest, I was a little bit worried that you wouldn't like it. What are you talking about? It's fantastic. Everyone always said you were a great cook, and now I finally know why. You're making me blush. Thank you, Kyle. Hearing you enjoyed it means a lot to me. I'll need to figure out what dishes you like and cook for you some more. Aw, jeez. You don't have to go through all that trouble. Oh, it'd be no trouble at all, really. I love cooking for others. It's something so simple, but it can make people so happy, you know? I definitely know that feeling. Oh, speaking of, what kind of foods do you like? What kind of flavors? Well, I like savor foods, spicy foods. Spicy foods. You like spicy foods? Well, you're in luck. My family eats all kinds of spicy things. Let's see. Oh, have you ever eaten chickpeas before? Chickpeas? Isn't that what hummus is made out of? Chickpeas are hella good. Chickpeas are so good. I should eat chickpeas. I made, oh, I can't remember her name. But I made there's this vegan I follow on YouTube, and she made a chickpea salad sandwich. It was a dupe for chicken salad sandwiches. It was really good. Well, yes, but in India we like to cook with them in a curry. In Hindi we call it chana masala. Sorry, I don't know the pronunciation of Hindi words. I should learn. My grandmother had the most wonderful chana masala recipe. I'd love to let you try it. Really? Well, I haven't had good Indian food in a while. I'll be looking forward to it. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Sorry I butchered it, but if you want to teach me how to say it in the comments, I would appreciate it. Whew, that really filled me up. I really had a wonderful time eating with you, Kyle. We should do it again soon. Yeah, we really should. I'd like that a lot. Thanks again for the food, Neela. I can't wait to see what you make next. I'll try my best to make it good. Anyway, I need to go get ready for 5th period. I have a presentation I need to set up for. I'll see you later, Kyle. Good luck with that. You know, everyone knows Neela for her cooking, but there's another reason she's so well liked here. She's warm. She's kind. One of the kindest people I've ever met, in fact. Honestly, I think her cooking is just an extension of her good nature. She does it because it makes others happy. I really like that about her. Not to mention that smile of hers. Just... Aw, hell, I'm starting to blush, aren't I? Well, I guess if I'm feeling this way, I must be on the right track. Maybe this might work out after all. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's not even noon. I've still got time. If I'm quick, maybe I can meet with one of the other girls too. But which one? Ugh, I hate making decisions like this. Well, I'm gonna go visit Brooke. As much as I like the rough and tough attitude of Maggie, it's just not my vibe. Not to be a dick or anything. Wait. She's in the library, isn't she? I could always just go to study hall without meeting anyone else, though. Not study hall, social studies. Let's try that, because honestly, that seems icky to meet two girls like that. I already know that I like Neela most, so let's see if we could just go to class. Is this... Just a heads up, our class discussion tomorrow will be about gun violence and how we can prevent it. As always, everyone's opinions are welcome, but please remember to keep it civil, alright? Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Push the wrong button. Lunch. Yeah, it is social studies. Guess we can't just run away from it. Guess we have to pick someone. Okay, to the library, I think. Yeah, it's not in the reference room. We might have to meet Maggie just because I don't know where to find Brooke. Oh, here she is. Okay, I was right. It was the library. Oh, there you are, Kyle. What took you so long? Do you know the lunch period's halfway over by now, right? Oh, sorry, Brooke. I got held up a bit, that's all. Well, better late than never, I suppose. We still have time to go over some of your paper, even if we can't get around to all of it. Are you ready to get started? Yeah, I'm ready. Alright then, I'll pull up a chair. I get why she's frustrated, but she mad. Now let's move on to the next topic. Based on your personal interpretation of the text, how exactly do you think Ophelia died? She drowned, didn't she? I thought that was made pretty clear. You're thinking too literally again, Kyle. That's not what I meant. We all know the manner in which she died, but the circumstances behind her death and what is ultimately responsible isn't quite so clearly stated. Sorry, I started popping my knuckles. It's just something you have to finish, right? Was it a suicide like the priest implies at her funeral, or just a tragic accident? And if it was a suicide, why would she have taken her own life? Any answer could be correct, so long as you could support that answer with evidence from the text. Oh, I get it. At least, I think I get it. Great, then let's hear what you think. Did Ophelia intentionally drown herself, or was it an accident? I think it was probably a suicide. I don't know, though. I see. That does appear to be the most accepted version of events, but I'd like to hear your personal take on it, if you don't mind. I mean, think about it. Ophelia was clearly mentally ill at a point in the story. It's not a stretch to assume she'd be suicidal, too. Plus, just because Laertes denied it doesn't mean she couldn't have killed herself. He's grieving and probably in a lot of denial. Not to mention the whole play keeps talking about suicide, to be or not to be, the gravediggers and the funeral scene. So it makes more sense for Ophelia's death to be a suicide than an accident. Wow, you're a lot more astute than I gave you credit for. That sort of reading between the lines is exactly what you should have been doing all along. Haha, thanks. I'm waiting for someone to respond to my message, so I keep getting distracted by my phone, and I'm sorry. But Ophelia wasn't always mad. Something made her that way. Something that ultimately pushed her to commit suicide? Now, what do you think that something could be? Well, it could have been both. Probably. Both, huh? Well, yes, there are plenty of evidence to suggest both grief and heartbreak played a role. After all, people are rarely driven by a single motive. The human psyche is incredibly complex. This also goes for fictional characters like Ophelia. The fact that you're able to read that much into it shows how thoughtful you really are, Kyle. Jeez, you make me sound like some kind of brilliant philosopher or something. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you're definitely more insightful than you give yourself credit for. If you made the effort, I'm sure you'd go on to do great things. Thanks. I'd blush too. Well, I think that should give you more than enough material to flesh out your paper. Did you have any more questions for me? No, I think I'm good. Thanks, Brooke. You know, for helping me out. Anytime, Kyle. It was really a pleasure talking to someone who understands even an ounce of the bard's work. Most of the students I tutor complain about how difficult it is, and finding someone willing to have an intelligent conversation about it is tough, to say the least. Let's try to do this again before the end of the year, Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, here's hoping you finish that paper on time. See you later, Kyle. Whew, damn, how'd my face get so red all of a sudden? Maybe it's the way she could make even Shakespeare sound interesting, or the way she called me insightful. Most guys in my class would kill to have someone like Brooke even give them the time of day, and yet she gave it to a boring guy like me. Do I really have the brain she's looking for? Can I really keep up with someone so, well, brilliant? To be honest, the idea is a little bit intimidating, but I've got to admit it's more than a little exciting, too. Guess that's the end of lunch. That's the bell. 5th period just about to start. I'd better get to social studies. Sorry, Maggie. I guess we're not going to practice together after all. Yeah, sorry, Maggie. I hope she doesn't, like, hunt me down and yell at me. I'd feel so bad. I keep looking at the NPCs like, please don't be Maggie. Please don't be Maggie. At least I'm, like, figuring out my way around the school, huh? Ready to attend social studies? Yeah, I am. Ah, there you are. It seems like you've been cutting it awfully close to the bell these past few days. Try to arrive for class in a more timely fashion from now on, Hey, as long as I'm on time, go fuck yourself. Sorry, Miss Tachibana. I'll try harder next time. Alright then. On to our discussion. So here who here? Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it said so here. It said, oh fuck. Bumped it again. Who here can tell me the names of the current president of Russia? Anyone? The afternoon goes by as usual. Social studies, English, 3D art, study hall. But this time I'm finding it hard to concentrate on my schoolwork. Is it the stress of trying to decide between 3 different girls? Well, yeah, a little bit. I was never very good at decision making after all. But even with that stress, I also feel a bit excited? Wait, that sounded gross. Well, hopeful is the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I burped. Yeah, hopeful that maybe things will turn out alright. That maybe this time I'll have better luck with love. And after the way my last relationship ended, it's a welcome feeling, that's for sure. I wish I knew how it ended. Day 2, 3 p.m. So bright. It like blows out my face every time. Oh well. There. I think that ought to do it. Whew, another English paper finished, and thanks to Brooke, I was even able to meet the page requirement. And now that that's done with, I should probably go talk to Randy. He'll want a status update on the whole prom date situation. Not that I'm anywhere close to making a decision. Seriously, how am I supposed to make a choice like that? Flip a coin? Well, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I cross that bridge soon enough. I need to get going. Listen, you might not have a choice. They might all just ditch you for being a dickhead. Am I mean? Maybe. Where am I going? Brandy. Whee! Randy, I'm coming. Don't go, sir. Can we ask Randy out to the prom? Is that an option? Can we take Randy? That'd sure make the choice between 3 women much easier if we just choose Randy. Hey, Randy. Well, hey, if it ain't Mr. Casanova himself. So how'd it go? Spare me no details, I'm dying to know. Talk about getting straight to the point. I had a feeling that'd be the first thing out of his mouth. Alright, just let me start from the beginning, will you? Heh, wow, Kyle, you sure know how to put on the charm, don't you? Though it sounds like you had to stand up poor Maggie to make it all work out. Yeah, still feel kind of bad about that. Hey, now don't sweat it too much. You did your best, right? I'm sure she'll understand. I think you might be hoping for too much. Well, the point is, you're one step closer to the goal, Kyle. You've gotten to know Neela and Brooke a bit better. Now all you gotta do is make a choice and get your prom proposal ready. What? Already? But that's... moving way too fast? Yeah, I know. You can't make a romance work out in just a few days, but we're not talking about getting married here. Prom is literally at the end of the week. If you're gonna make your move, it's gotta be now. Jeez, Randy, way to put on the pressure. I'm just trying to help, man. Sometimes a little pressure is necessary to get the ball rolling. Anyway, I'm not gonna try and tell you who you should ask, but I'll be honest with you. It'd probably be bad form to try and ask Maggie after what happened today. If I were you, I'd try to focus on one of the other 2. Easier said than done. Seriously, how the heck am I supposed to make a choice like this? I don't know, go home and sleep on it some? Maybe you'll make up your mind after a good night's rest. In the meantime, I'll brainstorm some ideas for ways you can pop the question about prom, I mean. After all, what kind of wingman would I be if I didn't help see this through to the end? Touché. Alright, I'll try. Hey, you're really invested in this whole thing, aren't you? I guess I should be a little more grateful. Don't sweat it. What are friends for? See you tomorrow, Kyle. Sure. And then we're going to end it there because that's 30 minutes. Well, it's a little bit more than 30 minutes, but it's fine. Anyway, thank you all for coming out and playing with me. I had a ton of fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you all in the next one, alright?